So the question says, plot square root of 77 on the decimal number line as accurately as possible. Note that you can use the calculator to help you find the answer. So when you're doing this question, the calculator is right there on the actual quiz question. So I just have my calculator open just because it's a screenshot. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with the plot square root of 77. So what you're going to do is you're going to put square root of 77 into your calculator, and it is going to say 8.7749. So for this question, I'm really just going to focus on the 8.77 piece, and I'm not going to worry about the other decimal places, the other decimal points. So that is because I have my number line, right, and it goes between 8 and 9. And it gives me the tenths essentially of this question. So to show that, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that looks horrible. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this essentially would be 10 tenths of each one. So when you have this, you're not going to be able to exactly point 8 and 77 hundredths. You're going to have to quite sort of go in between the two numbers. So essentially, this is going to say, you have 77 hundredths. So that goes in between 7 and 8. So let me just zoom in there. And we're just going to worry about this part right here. So 8.77 is closer, is in between 7 and 8, like I said, but it is closer to the 8 because this is sort of like 70 and this is like 80. So if that was half, this would be sort of guesstimation where that would be. So when you plot this, I don't know how specifically on here it wants it. I know that you're going to have to do in between those two numbers there, in between these two parts, but I don't know exactly how specifically it's going to want you to do that. So when you go ahead and do it, just go ahead and save yourself some time and try to guesstimate, like if it's like 5 or less, 5 or more, go closer to the right. And if it's 4 or less, sort of go closer to this to the left, exactly where that is. So I sort of guesstimated where the half was and then determined where that would be specifically on there. So I don't know how technical it's going to get, but just know that I want you to sort of take the time to try and make sure that's right. And that's all you really need to do. So if you guys need another question, another example, let me know.